2021 Positive Coaching Alliance National Youth Sports Awards and Benefit Pre-Show. My name is Ahmed Fareed. I'm from NBC Sports. I'll be your MC for the evening. Let's do this together. We want to make sure first that everyone knows their way around this event platform. If you want to join the conversation, you can do that. You can jump into the global chat in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Now, if you're at the table, you can interact with your guests as well via the video or the text chat within your room. If you have any questions or if you're having any technical difficulties, which can happen from time to time, you can visit the help table on the seating chart. Now, let's talk about what we have in store for this evening. It's a good show. During the National Youth Sports Awards and Benefit, you're going to get to meet this year's National Coach Award winners and get to hear from a few of the winners and their teams as well. We're lucky enough to also have the NBA and WNBA commissioners as part of the program, and I promise you, you're going to see a lot of familiar faces from the world of sports throughout the evening. And we're all here, of course, to help celebrate and support the great work PCA has done over the last year. Our event tonight would not be possible without the support, of course, of our generous sponsors as well as our event host committee. I'm going to step aside just for a second as we recognize and hear from some of our sponsors.
Life is hard, school is hard, sports are hard, you know, growing up is hard, but it's just part of it. It's like if life were easy, we would never grow.
So you think about it, if you say you can't do something, you're telling yourself you don't believe in yourself. That's what you're telling. It's like, move on, skip it, do something else.
I needed to show without a doubt that I won the event, and that's how I started to train.
I think from a very young age, I realized that failing or not feeling good about the way that you performed, but giving yourself the chance to keep failing, giving yourself the chance to keep going out there and being brave enough to do it again.
I think the key is never losing sight of where you're trying to go. You know, you always have to be able to say, look, this is where I'm trying to go. And yes, this is a detour and it's going to take me a little time to get past this, but there's a road, there's a way that I can overcome this, or I can get through this.
I think, you know, some things that maybe have been seen as, you know, something that I wasn't that good at, I sort of developed these other parts of my game that made me, I think, kind of a unique player.
You know, if I can remove any negative thoughts from my head, then yeah, I'm in.
Whether you're playing, coaching, or cheering, Sports Engine Gear has everything you need to get game ready. Team leaders can select, order, and ship full uniform kits and custom jerseys directly to every athlete. Plus, coaches and fans can showcase their team pride with logoed hats, sweatshirts, face coverings, and more. All shipped fast from your own online team store. Buy it, wear it, love it. On SportsEngineGear.com.
we are all gathering here tonight is to celebrate the best of coaching in youth and high school sports. There are so many good coaches out there. Now, during tonight's program, you're going to get to meet a few of the 25 national winners of the PCA's Double Goal Coach Award, presented by Team Snap. And at the end of the evening, PCA will name its 2021 Coach of the Year and award the $10,000 Toby Family Prize in recognition of excellence in coaching. Coaches play an incredibly influential role in the lives of athletes. I know that was the case for me growing up. I'm sure for a lot of you out there as well. That's why it's crucial that we recognize and hold the great coaches up as an example to others. As part of PCA's Double Goal Coach Award program, 100 regional winners were announced in February, with 25 national winners named in March. Now, let's recognize some of the 2021 regional winners.
Say some thank yous to a lot of coaches in my life who had positive impact throughout my career. Some of the most important ones and most impactful ones are my Little League football coaches. Those are the places where you have no idea the impact that you can have on a young person's life.
Most coaches do realize the impact they have in a kid's life, and I think that we need to kind of show the positive influence that coaches have more, especially in the public side and especially among other high school coaches, that it's more than just about winning.
Even though it's difficult at times, it's the most so rewarding profession if you do it right. And we got to get it right because it's the most impactful classroom we have.
Think about the time you played and you walked off a field or you walked off a training ground or you walked off a court and you just had the most fun. And certainly it's about playing the game, but it's also because you might have gotten a great compliment from your coach. You might have gotten pulled aside and talked to specifically, trying to nurture what you have. And know that if you become a coach, you actually have the opportunity to do that for other kids. And that's something that'll stick with that kid for forever.
I mean, if you get one coach that can, make the game more fun, if you can get one coach to make the game safer, if you get one coach to make people, enjoy their participation because they're getting better at it, that coach can affect, hundreds of people a season.
Congratulations to all those regional winners. We're going to recognize the rest of our regional winners in just a few minutes from now. For those of you just joining the platform, hello. Welcome to the National Youth Sports Awards and Benefit Pre-Show. I am Ahmed Fareed from NBC Sports and Sports Engine, a proud partner of PCA. Now, if you want to join the conversation, be sure to jump into the global chat. You can see that on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And if you're at the table, you can interact with your guests via the video or just the text chat within your room. If you have any questions or having any technical difficulties, you can text me. No, don't do that. Visit the help table on the seating chart. They're going to fix it a whole lot faster than I could. Now, we do want to give special thanks to all the sponsors that have helped make tonight possible. Let's hear from a few of those sponsors right now.
Hi, this is Dave DuPont, CEO of Team Snap. And I just want to say that we at Team Snap are very proud of this year's 25 National Double Goal Coach Award winners. Speaking from personal experience, coaches play a pivotal role in the development of young athletes, both on and off the field, court and rink. They made a huge difference, key coaches in my life, and we're committed to helping those who are doing the same thing for this generation. Thank you. Bye now.
Helfrich, the CEO of Deloitte Consulting, and on behalf of all of us at Deloitte, what a thrill to be able to continue our long-standing relationship with PCA. Look, for me, the notion of positive coaching is very personal. I am a fortunate byproduct of tremendous positive coaches throughout my life as an athlete, particularly on the soccer field. And as a parent, like many of you, I've seen the ups and the downs of the way that coaching can fundamentally impact the development, the joy, and the mental health of my 4 children. And there doesn't a day go by that I don't think about the same types of people in my life and in my kids' life, like the 25 who are being honored tonight. Thank you, PCA, for all you do. It matters. Thank you to each individual coach for the lives you impact. There will be an echo effect forever, a positive echo effect of the impact that you've made on these lives, and that they will then contagiously, positively impact on others. And finally, I will tell you that in the business world, the notion of positive coaching matters as much as anywhere else. And I try to live the spirit of being a positive coach every day, but I've certainly been the recipient of positive coaching throughout my career. And that includes one of the honorees tonight who's incredibly special to me, who I would call an incredibly impactful positive coach in my life, Kathy Engelbert. Kathy exemplifies all that PCA stands for. A salute to her and a salute to everyone being recognized tonight. Team Deloitte is proud.
Hi, I'm Steve Herrick, and I'm a father, an athlete, and a coach. When I first met Jim Thompson 8 years ago, I immediately said to myself, now here is a truly kind person. The Positive Coaching Alliance was born from his kindness and from the willingness to teach others the importance of positive reinforcement for kids in sports. His message resonated with me, as anyone who's participated in organized athletics can quickly remember that coach who encouraged them, inspired them to get better, and helped put them on a path toward becoming a better person. A positive mindset is not only critical to resilience, but is also the pathway to self-confidence and to believing in what is possible. PCA has had a positive impact on so many communities, and its teachings have improved the lives of millions of kids throughout this country. Thank you, Jim Thompson, and we are all here to ensure that this is only the beginning.
Thank you once again for joining the National Youth Sports Awards and Benefit Pre-Show. We are counting down to the main event where you're going to hear from the likes of Derek Jeter. It is baseball season after all. 3 cheers for that. Adam Silver, Kathy Engelbert, Julie Foudy, and many more. You'll also meet the 2021 PCA Coach of the Year. As part of the PCA's Double Gold Coach Program, 100 regional winners were announced back in February, with 25 national winners named in March. Now, let's recognize more of the 2021 regional winners.
I'm going to need a few days to discuss the importance of youth and high school coaches because it is that important. I mean, we know it as parents, of course, when our kids have that first taste of a new sport and it's a positive one and it's a fun environment. I mean, it means they stay in the sport. They want to go back. They want to continue to play.
High school coach, man. I give my high school coach all the credit in the world, man. E. Massell today. He helped me build the foundation of being able to put the ball in the basket.
Definitely learned a lot from Phil and Pop. And I think the two of them are very different from one another. Both incredibly effective because at their core, they cared about us and they went out of their way to get to know us. and ask about our families. And to this day, my kids are still very friendly with both Phil and Pop.
The coach I was working with really understood what I was going through, took the time to connect and really cared about what was going on with me, certainly within gymnastics and trying to help me progress my career and sort of achieve this ultimate goal. But I actually had a tough year. I had a series of injuries and things weren't playing out as I had planned and hoped. And there was this 6-month period where she went the extra mile in sort of every way you could think of.
When I think about the impact a youth sports coach can have on a child's life, I think about NBA players and all the ones that I've coached that have a story about a high school coach or a grade school coach who inspired them when times are tough. I think about corporate leadership. Half the CEOs in the world played sports at some point and was coached, and someone had an influence on them. And I think about me. I'm not standing here without the great coaching that I had in high school and grade school. I want to thank you all the coaches, all the youth counselors for staying on and watching. I also want to congratulate the 25 national winners. Thank you.
I want to be the leader of the pack.
I'm gonna break a record. I'm gonna own the beam. I can swim like a dolphin. I'm gonna be the king.
I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna fly. But first, I need to learn how.
Big dreams start at sportsengine.com.
Boy, being committed to make a world that every kid can walk on that field and understand their own inherent value, worth, human potential, irregardless of their athletic ability. Boy, that is the role of sports in America today. And I would say PCA is leading the charge.
Tell the crowd a little bit about your philosophy as a sports parent and any advice you would give to high school sports parents.
Well, all I know is that I'm more nervous at his game than I was at any of mine.
Coaches, you do matter. Thank you for giving back. Thank you for shaping the future of these children's lives and these people's lives, because it makes such a difference.
That is a true story, what Tina said. When she called me and said, would you interview Carol? I literally was like, oh, would I interview Carol? I love Carol.
It's a hat that was given, but this is a hat that's been made for you for 20 years of leadership for the PCA.
Don't get me started, Julie, because with Jim's thing with PCA, I've been like, we have got to get this everywhere. Every human who coaches or talks about it or thinks about it has to be exposed to PCA.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Thanks for joining us for the Positive Coaching Alliance's 18th Annual National Youth Sports Awards Dinner and Benefit, sponsored by Deloitte. I'm Mike Tirico, your Master of Ceremonies. It is an honor to be with all of you here tonight.
And I always have, and every day I feel... Sorry. No, that was not intentional. It's gonna make for a great video. We need a cough button here.
Should we tell them about Monday, Charlene? Go on, tell them what you got, sister. You're a rock star.
If it adds to the ratings, we are going on tour. We should appear on Good Morning America.
Welcome, Miss Charlene. Get on up here. Come on now to our hometown hero who will make you rethink what it means to be a basketball coach. Miss Charlene has spent more than 40 years not just focused on sports, but also on building her community in Alabama. She was just named the first ever Positive Coach Alliance Grand Prize winner.
Hi, I'm Corey Robinson from NBC Sports, and I'm thrilled to be here tonight celebrating with you in PCA. Growing up, my coach taught me a lot about self-belief. You know, I was one of those guys who I didn't think I could go play at the next level. You know, my high school, 300, 400 people in this private school. None of us went to go play college football. And I didn't even think there was a path the one guy I really looked up to, he broke all these records where I'm from. You know, he didn't play at the next level, so I thought, man, I don't know if I could do it. But my coach, he saw something in me that I didn't see in myself, and he helped me see that by signing me up for camp. See, he pushed me to stay after practice and catch 1,000 balls in both hands. And I was like, Coach, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this at the next level. Is all this practice necessary? We would go to these camps, and I was playing against D1 competition and winning. And then one combine in particular, I did a couple drills. A few days later, I got a few scholarship offers, and one was from a place called Notre Dame, and the rest was history. And I was going to go play ball for the Fighting Irish, and it all was because of my high school coach seeing something that I didn't see in myself. But it was because he believed in me, and he pushed me and supported me and encouraged me to see that dream, to go seize that dream, that I was able to go live my dream and play for the Fighting Irish in South Bend. It was a dream come true, but it was because he saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. So congratulations to all the award winners, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.
That was my NBC Sports colleague, Corey Robinson, talking about the impact playing sports through college has had on his life. Keep your eye on Corey. He's an up-and-coming star. We're going to hear so many inspirational stories like Corey's throughout the rest of our evening here tonight. We're just a few minutes away now from the start of the National Youth Sports Awards and Benefit. Before we get started, though, we do want to take a moment to tell you more about one of PCA's new initiatives this year. PCA has teamed up with the Susan Crown Exchange to launch the Million Coaches Challenge. Now, this program will look to train 1 million coaches over the next 4 years in social and emotional learning skills. 1 million, yeah. PCA, they're excited to be the anchor partner of this initiative, committed to training more than 400,000 coaches, with at least half of them coming from underserved communities. We all know the important role that coaches play, and PCA is so excited to help equip those coaches with the tools and resources they need to have a lasting impact. Let's now take a look at all the different roles a coach can play in the lives of youth, followed up by recognizing our final 25 regional coach winners. Regional coach winners from around the country, thank you for all you do to help make youth sports a positive character-building experience. I know for a lot of us growing up, those are some of our best memories playing on those youth sports teams. You're now going to get a chance to meet the 25 national winners just a few moments from now. The countdown is over. Thanks for joining us early for our pre-show. You get extra credit for that. Now the moment we've all been waiting for, though. The 2021 PCA National Youth Sports Awards and Benefit starts now.